Did I make the guild yet? We have a guild in only the capital. Okay, still behind on admin and dip. I think it's gonna be admin from now on, whenever we get those events. I've got room for some more artillery. Combat width is 27. I don't know, this disaster might actually cause, is there gonna be like rebels, battles? Maybe we need to have a strong army. I could fire my advisors preemptively here. We got 3 months left. Let's not even drill. I just want to have the army like ready to go. Ready to kill. How do you calculate how many forts you need? Take your development and divide it by 50. And then depending on your tech, there should be a command for this explanation, but it's like exclamation Y forts. You just take this number divided by 50. Make sure that you're factoring it in based on tech. So when you hit tech 14, you need to have this development number divided by 50 of level 2 forts, the tech 14 forts. If you have twice as many level 1 forts, that will also work, or some combination of the two. Alright, the Hoardcursed of Azra expedition. Corruption and greed dominate our country. Within our holds, every bank, every business, every dwarf is plagued by this evil. Unable to perceive the world other than through money, it would seem that a vice that is hidden in plain sight within the most repressed aspects of dwarf nature is now spreading across the country like rust through a sword. There's no question of morals, values, or charity, only riches, and everything seems acceptable to our citizens to achieve their desires, even to kill their fellows for a single coin. If you want to address the situation, we will have to complete multiple reforms and restructure how we manage our wealth. I don't wanna. How did you gain core on my province, cheater? Okay, we're only making 40 ducats a month now because advisors went up to 11 billion. We definitely don't run... Maybe I still do, honestly. We're still making money. It's not very efficient, but... Okay, bring down the monopolies. The product monopolies of our merchant cartels allow leaders to push price to extortionate rates and must be dealt with. We want our merchants to prosper again. Okay, so that must be maybe something like a malice. It's gonna offset one of these things by giving it back as a national modifier, like plus 75% trade efficiency. Hoardcurse will end when we've gotten rid of the corrupt government reforms, bank reforms, monopoly reforms, worker reforms, and curtailed the Hoardcursed barons. All right. So there are 5 of these things. Workers, not slaves. Dwarves must be paid for their work fairly. It's as simple as that. And can you imagine going through this disaster with a greedy character? A greedy immortal dwarf? It's a common sight to see worker working long hours for some time, very little pay. We can't let this happen. That's probably national tax modifier, be my guess. We can't let our banks ruin the country anymore, and we try to reform the banking system. Maybe advisor costs. After the roots, we shall cut off the head of this affliction. The more reforms we've already taken, the less this will cost us, and the higher our change. The higher our change of success. Change of success. Sick. Banks is interest per annum. Oh, right. Yeah, there's a interest per annum penalty. I forgot about that. We have 11% interest per annum right now. This is the corruption. So right now we're gaining corruption quite quickly. 1.44 per year. Even rooting it out at max, I can't stop it from growing. I have no debt, so the interest rate doesn't bother me. I'm making money, so I don't really care about tax income efficiency or trade efficiency even. So I kind of think that we go for the corruption. Why not click the decisions? Because I'm thinking and discussing and talking. No offense, man, but that's like asking why not play the game. I am. I'm doing it. I'm just doing it my way. All right, I like corruption first, I think, probably. At the very highest of those afflicted with the Hoardcurse are bureaucrats and officials of our great nation. It is clear they have used their position to skim every bit of coin they could during their many years of service, until now. We must absolutely cleanse our government of all traces of corruption in order to protect the country's integrity. The question remains, how do we go about it? Lose 2,000 ducats. Lose 2,000 ducats. Kill on suspicion. And lose stab. Interesting. I mean, they're the same price. Banks are the smartest play. Don't say that if you're spoiling it, but if there's some non-spoily logic that you're applying, please specify, because I don't think it matters. Unless you're suggesting like fix the banks so then you can take a whole bunch of loans and then use the loans to pay off the debt or to pay for stuff, but I don't. I will need loans. The most annoying thing is the minimum autonomy floor, which hasn't actually been updated yet, which means I'm probably going to be over my force limit in a moment. Yikes, that's going to suck. Like every decision and look at all of the options first. All right, there we go. There's someone who knows how to play. Beast of the Forest God Zealots. My subject has some pretty weird rebels. All right, bring down the monopolies. Lose the same exact amount of money 3 different times. Metal, food, textile. So we'd have to maybe take a look at our trade good stuff. Smothered by a group of conglomerate cartels which have cornered large sections of the market, it is now difficult for anyone to create a new business without encountering monolithic opposition. We must slay these commercial monsters, just as we have slain the physical ones. This one was the one that says it's going to be easier the more other reforms we've done. So logically we do this one last, but just out of curiosity, 17,000 ducats, 900 admin points, 17,000 ducats, 900 diplo points, 17,000 ducats, 900 military points. Banks, lose money, lose stab. Your choice will have permanent consequences. Focus on working hours or focus on pay. This is a pretty extensive disaster tree. This is interesting. This is cool. Like, we were definitely hitting, I was feeling it. We were hitting a point in the game where my interest was just starting to go away. We were too strong and it wasn't fun. Now suddenly there's this disaster like right on time to bring a challenge back to the game. It's cool. All right. If we don't take loans, we net right now 40 ducats a month. I'm definitely scaling back the advisors. Let's get these down to level 1. We make 71 ducats a month. Do you think we can get through the Hoardcurse without taking loans? I don't know. I guess the corruption's not as bad, right? It does have positive side effects. Having corruption increases negative unrest, and it seems like we might have problems with rebellion due to the Hoardcurse +8. County road. 14 unrest in the country road, sorry. But why though? Yeah, that's a fair bit of unrest. Minimum autonomy to let the month pass. Yeah, let's let a month pass, and then we'll make our decision. Letting a month pass is going to raise autonomy, which will actually lower our income, and probably make most of these events cost less. And also, I want to see how many troops I need to disband. We're over by 9 troops. I don't really want to be over the force limit for this. Okay. Check culture map and you will see why there's unrest. Mithril dwarves. Oh. I see. So we stopped being all silver dwarves and we've fractured into the respective colors. Mithril, Daggerite, Daggerite, Ramsteel, Sapphire, Opal, Quartz, Ruby, and Platinum. We have no more cave goblins. I have points we could accept some of these cultures. Granted, they're part of our primary culture group, so if we did become an empire, they'd be free, so we're just kind of wasting the points. But the unrest from culture is not very high, right? It's not even unrest, it's just taxes and manpower, which doesn't really matter. Alright, a month went by, our income went down. After firing the advisors, we only make 40 ducats. I got rid of the excess troops, forts are expensive. Rooting out corruption might not even be worth it, honestly. There might be events that, like, just bring corruption down at the end of it. We are gaining inflation. Not much, but a little bit. Okay, what do you guys want to do first? I guess we'll do a poll. This is the most involved disaster possibly ever that I've ever had. I mean, it's... I'm making a poll real quick, one sec. There really are only 4 options, right? We're never doing the Hoardcursed Barons first. Because it's not even guaranteed to succeed. It says the higher the chance of success will be. So we've got monopolies. Ugh, my stomach's hurting right real quick. There's merchants. Corruption. Banks. Slaves. I'm not going to call them workers. They're still slaves. All right. We're using OPA vote for this because it's there are 4 options. So instant runoff. You can vote whatever you think is correct, but you're not going to waste your vote since we're not using first past the post garbage. Remove Hoardcursed ruler. That's if he's greedy. But if he is greedy, okay. So you're not like blocked from doing this, but if he's greedy, you can't deal with it, apparently. You go down a different tree. You voted? You're supposed to use the little thing. If you're a sub, you can use a thing. So I personally think that it should be... I'm okay with banks. I mean, taking loans to just do all the clicks at once might be stronger. Because unlike vanilla disasters, like say absolutism, where it has some bullshit in here that says at least 10 years of garbage gameplay have passed. You know, there's no timer on this, so if we could power through it in like a year, that'd be really good. So I guess I could see banks, and then probably corrupt officials. I'd probably do something like that personally. You can only do one click at a time? Well, sure, but if we have enough economy to support it, we could probably get through it fast. Maybe. I don't know. I've never done it before. I'm just guessing. 133 people voted. That's only a 13% turnout. That's abysmal. You must vote. Go vote. Do your part for democracy, man. All right, now stop voting. No more voting allowed. 63% wanted to go for banks. 37% for slaves. You guys don't really worry about corruption, huh? Interesting. All right, banks it is. Let's crack down on the banks. Lose 4,327 crowns. I think we want to preserve our stability as long as possible. 4,327 crowns. Well, you guys want to learn a trick? That's the price. So typically, things that have a cost like this that doesn't say like 100 or 500, these things use a modifier from modding called scaled wealth, which is where it's taking, you can do the math, figure out exactly what this number is. It takes the top half of this, right? So 9.66 plus 48.59 plus 56.6 plus 0.54 plus 0.16. So you take 4327.09 divided by 115.55. And then there's maybe some rounding. War reparations don't count. Actually, war reparations might. I think it's the top half plus war reps. Blockades, sieges, piracy, those things don't count. Condottieri, knowledge sharing, they don't count. But war reps are consistent income on a monthly basis, so that might be part of it. It looks like 36 months. Look at that. So it's 3 years of our income. So how can we cheese the event? Well, we'll just make less money. How do we do that? By doing things that are stupid, like steering trade the wrong way. Whoopsie! Where'd all the trade money go? It's just disappearing. Oh, this one can't be steered the wrong way? I'll collect from trade there. Yeah. This one? Well, we definitely don't want to make an extra 10% trade income each month. Let's just not have our merchant go there. That'd be dumb. Okay, how can we lower tax income? Temporarily, of course. We don't want to make a permanent malice to our country. Production income. You obviously don't want to run advisors like, say, this silly guy. Oh, shit. That was the wrong click. I meant to fire him. Anything that makes us money, we can just fire. Well, I just wasted a bunch, but whatever. Let's let another month go by. Increase autonomy? No. That's a permanent thing that's going to hurt our country. So that's going to make our trade income down to just 25. So weird how suddenly we have no trade income. Very strange. Very strange. By having collection outside of the capital node, we get no transfer bonus. So we lose a lot of our trade power. If I wanted to, I could cancel the diverted trade from the people that we fought recently, but I'd have to wait till the next war to get it back. We could wait one more month and get rid of the trade efficiency guy, but even just doing that, now if we go to overhaul the banks, weird. Suddenly we save over 1,000 ducats. Yeah, policies, sure. That one can't be turned off yet, not until 48. That one can be turned off though. I I still want the Monarch points each month, I think, so I'll switch to Diplo Rep Guy. Just want to get rid of anything that makes us money. Directly. Edict-wise, it's all on the income side, so edicts aren't going to help. Anything else we can do to make trade income to go down? There's just 3 nodes feeding in. We're steering the wrong direction in all of them. I mean, I actually could technically run a trade edict in these nodes to increase my ability to force the value the wrong way. That technically does matter, I guess. I'm even better now at forcing the money away from us. Stop collecting up north. I can't steer it the wrong way from here. There's only one outgo. Let's just collect from some random node. I want to make sure I'm collecting in a random node to reduce my trade power multiplier in the capital. Now we gotta wait another month. Okay. 3,000 ducats? Alright, let's overhaul the banks. We're gonna nationalize the banks. I'm not gonna lose stab. Go. It's probably good enough. Saved 1,300 gold doing it that way. And now we can just fix it. This was the guy here, Marharld. I'm not gonna turn that policy on for now. Exceptional year. This is actually gonna make it more expensive for a little while, but it actually does help us out a little bit. Okay, hopefully we don't need to do a whole bunch of those events in a row. 3,000 ducats is kind of a lot. Missed a trade node to the south? Yeah, that's true. I could have steered it that way instead, but we were already steering it out that way. We could have made it a little bit better, yeah. My stomach is hurting right now. Okay, so what's going on here? I guess we're just waiting for the next event. I don't know. We have to see how it does or something. Colony just finished. You didn't think it would be that easy to totally reform the banks? I did find it kind of funny, in my head at least, that the solution to greed is to just give away money. Like, just give them lots of money. Oh no! Everyone's all greedy and stuff. Here, have money. That'll solve everything. National unrest plus 8%. We should probably be suppressing with our... Either suppressing or just marching around and firing these as soon as they get to 50%. Haraz. We can go over there and fight this stack. Supply is not nearly large enough for the whole army to get there. 21 troops. Supposed to represent the cost of restructuring. Makes sense. Like our overall zone of control. I don't like how there's no fort. Zone of control blocking the hallway right now. They could just like march right through this guy. And then they get all the way up to there. And neither of these push into the hallway. Makes me almost feel like I should just have one in the hallway. Or an extra one here, maybe? Yeah. It's a lot of forts, but these ah, shoot, that's a road. It's a Y intersection. It's not a big deal. We can just wait. They actually made a new Cobalt Hoard and forced the bankers to look at it without touching it until they reform. Is there any way we can, like, attack people while we're going through this? An orthoclase layer. Orthoclase is a feldspar mineral, one of the most abundant rock-forming minerals of the continental crust. Orthoclase is most widely encountered as the pink feldspar, found in many granites, and is assigned a hardness of 6 in the Duos hardness scale. Our brave miners have encountered such a mineral while digging. This will allow us to dig faster, except not really because the event's broken, or this will slow down our mining operations, but it won't actually, and instead we gain admin. I like admin points. The nationalization costs are too high. Half of the banks have been curbed under the National Bank Overhaul. Half have been proven to be harder to buy out than we originally thought. If we do not act now, this mess we are in may cause the entire banking system to collapse. Another 3,000 ducats, or face the consequences. If I take tech, we'll be ahead of time, which increases our production efficiency, which is not ideal. The thing is that if this next click works, taking loans won't matter because the interest will come down retroactively. We sell Crown Land? We actually still don't have Crown Land. So let's try steering in the wrong direction again for a month. And I'm not going to send a guy over. Well, no, I should. $2,127 ducats. I guess we're going slightly into debt. It is what it is. There will be some interest on it, but it's like 4 loans. It's too bad we can't bribe or borrow from the burgers right now. Social political conflict in Haraz Oldum. Haraz someplace, this place. Gain devotion or lose autonomy in a province that can't go below 90% autonomy. We're over the governing capacity still. I'm actually going to abandon this state again. We don't need to be steering here. It's fine. Okay, these rebels are... Let's fight the 21 stack, be done with it. I like that, probably. Okay, rebels. We have Hoardcursed rebels. They want to defect. Mush Farm, Natverad 1. All the way down here, Mush Farm. Where's Mush Farm? That one? They're gonna rebel out of the province Mush Farm. Almost 100% chance, right? Based on development. There's another mod on the workshop that says something about fixing flags. I think it might be specifically to fix all these rebel flags for the centaurs. Might download that. It seems like that might be a good mod to have. 76k rebels seems insane. 76? Where? It's 13k.